When you are working on Python projects, specifically one after another, you might have seen some dependency conflict warnings when you are trying to install bunch of libraries for that specific project. In this video, we are going to address that issue with the help of virtual environment. I will discuss in this video why virtual environment is really helpful for the projects and how it helps you to eliminate those dependency errors or dependency warnings, and how you can manage and organize all the libraries and modules dependent on specific project. Welcome to DataSpeaks. Let's dive into the virtual environment that's going to be your lifeline on avoiding so many possible errors in your project. Let's say for now, I'm working on a project called Virtual Environment Setup, and your project name can be any different name. You might be developing a software or a AI solution, data science project. It can be any project name. It's just a computer folder. Now, there is nothing inside the computer. So what I'm going to do here is open the VS Code and target that VS Code working directory to be the virtual environment setup. On my computer, I will open Visual Studio Code, and if you have not already installed the Visual Studio Code, it is really simple. Just search in Google or any other browser saying download Visual Studio Code or download VS Code, and you will be able to easily download the software. It's totally free and totally without any account creation or anything like that. Straightforward download and install. Once that is installed and once it is open, I'm going to open the terminal. For me, it's at the top menu option, and here new terminal. For different users, for different operating system, it might be slightly different. It might be at top left panel with the burger sign. Just find out the terminal and click on new terminal. So once you click on that, as you see right now, my terminal is open. That has the folder structure, which is without the root directory. Now simply it says my root directory folder. You may want to first of all select the project folder. You can copy the project folder path from your folder that you had opened earlier. For me, it was virtual environment setup. I'll copy the path here, copy as path, and I'll go to the terminal and I will cd on that or change directory to that location. Now I will be at my project directory as I have copied that earlier. I'll hit run, and now I'm into virtual environment setup project directory. Here I'm going to create the virtual environment. This is the most important part in this video. Please watch this carefully. I'm going to type Python, and first of all, check the Python version. You need to ensure that you have your Python installed. I will hit run. And for you, if you're using Windows computer, it might be just Python, not Python 3 or Python 3 as well. Just check what works for you, either Python 3 -- version or Python -- version. Then you will see here Python 3.14.6. Now, if you have no Python installed already, you can simply download Python from the online source, as same as how you have installed the VS Code. Search download Python in Google and go to Python official website and install. Simply follow the installation instructions, and that will be set up and installed in your machine. Do not forget to add the Python into your path variables. Now, once you do that, if you see that Python version over here, now I'm going to install my virtual environment. That's going to be like Python 3 -m. -m means run a module, and then here I'm going to say venv. That stands for virtual environment. I am asking the Python to run the module which is called venv. That stands for virtual environment. For someone, it might be something like virtual env as well. Try that out if venv fails. And then I'm going to give the name, and that name can be anything. I'm going to simply give the name myvenv, and I am going to hit enter and install the virtual environment in this specific folder. And remember, I have not even opened the folder yet in my VS Code. I'm just simply installing that. So hit enter. Now the virtual environment has been created. So what I'm going to do now next is go to File, open the folder, and let's open the same folder as we wanted to work with. That is my virtual environment setup folder that I showed you in the beginning. Now I will open that folder. My virtual env or my venv is already there as a folder. If it is not already there, or if you want to delete and create the new one, you can always do after opening a folder here. Simply just go ahead and delete that my venv folder. Simply delete that, it's gone. Now once I delete that, I will go to my terminal again as a new terminal and make sure that I am into current working directory. Then I'm going to type it here, python 3-m venv, and type it out my venv. And we have our new virtual environment set up again as it was earlier. Look at this here, how easy and efficient it is to install the virtual environment. And this is not the end. Now it is time to activate the virtual environment. I showed you in the Windows as well. It is simply python-m venv and give the name to the virtual environment. Then once you do that, in Mac computer, it is source and then be at the folder name, that is my venv. So that is my venv slash, you have to go to the bin folder. Now slash bin inside the virtual environment, and there is a file inside the bin which is called activate. So click and type that out. Simply say activate as it is in the file name over here inside bin folder. And there are a bunch of other files too, so pip, pip3, python, python3, etc. So now we are activating virtual environment by calling that file over here. I will run that, and now you see that earlier there was no my venv in the beginning of my name over here, or the user directory over here, but now it is inside the parentheses. That means my virtual environment, which is named after my venv, got activated. So every single installation I will do inside this terminal now is going to be inside my venv environment. So let me install a few things here. So now we have already created the virtual environment, then activated the virtual environment. Now we want to install some libraries and modules inside the virtual environment. But before that, I would like to show you one thing. Let me open a new file inside my project directory. Over here, I'm clicking plus new file here. So I will create a Python file. So Python test.py. Now, since I have the virtual environment already here and Python is already inside that virtual environment, I want to select that virtual environment for this project. At the bottom right corner, you can already see here, my venv 3.14.6 Python is already here. But if you want to make sure, you can simply go here and click on show and run commands, and you can type the Python select interpreter. Click on that, and you remember that you had my venv virtual environment already created. Inside that, inside my venv, we have a bin and we have Python. Click on that. Now Python 3.14 is selected as inside my venv for this project. So everything you do now is going to use my venv as your Python version here, or Python virtual environment. So for example, I want to run print hello world and I want to run this. I will just go ahead and call this file the python test.py, python test.py. Hit run, and it will give you hello world over here, since you have requested to print hello world. Now you want something else, print I am working with DataSpeaks. So if I save this file and rerun that python test.py, it will just print those two statements here. Look at this. Now our Python is functioning. So next thing I want to show you here is how to install all necessary modules and libraries inside the myvenv that you can use in Python test.py. For example, I want to import numpy as np. That is the standard library for any data science, machine learning, AI, or any projects that is called numerical Python and pandas library that helps us to organize and do the data exploration, data grouping, analysis, and so on. But right now, as you can see here, numpy and pandas both show red line and yellow line under them. The reason behind is that you have not yet installed numpy and pandas in your this specific environment. I want to show you some more things here. For example, import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. That's a visualization library. Import seaborn as SNS. So these are the libraries. As you can see here already, they are not successfully imported. The reason behind is that they have error. If you try to run the code here, python test.py, they will show error. Import numpy, no module name numpy here. So we need to solve that problem. How would you do that? Is simply say pip install. So we are calling the command pip that is inside the bin folder, right? So pip over here. So I'm asking pip to install numpy. Let's install one at a time. So I'll hit run here. And then now it is installing numpy inside my project or my environment. And look at this over here. The error message under numpy is gone away and it has been successfully installed. If I want to check if that's the case, I will run the python test.py, hit run. There is no more numpy error. Now the error is something different. That's a pandas error. So let's install pandas. I'm saying pip install pandas. And you don't have to install one at a time. I will do matplotlib as well. So I will install matplotlib. So two libraries being installed already. Seaborn as well. So let me hit run. Now all of them three are being installed within my computer, within my virtual environment that I have already installed and activated. Look at this here. Bunch of things, bunch of files are being added now. So that being said, now we have already installed all of these modules. How about a new library which is called scikit-learn? I want to from sklearn.model selection import train test split. Just one of those data pre-processing library in machine learning. So I want to import this, but this also has error. So what I have to do is I have to again import or install the scikit-learn. So I'll say pip install scikit-learn, hit enter. Now my scikit-learn is being installed right away. And as soon as this installation completes, the error will go away. As you can see live here, the error is gone right away as the installation was completed. So you have also some warning here to upgrade pip. So I need to upgrade that as well. Pip install --upgrade pip. And now your pip is also upgraded, so you will not have any error anymore on your code executions. So this is how you can install the libraries and modules within the virtual environment. Now, ultimately, what you want to do is you want to delete, you have some issue with the virtual environment, or you want to reset the virtual environment for some reason or any reason. It's very, very simple. All you have to do is just go ahead and delete the virtual environment. Now everything is gone, errors are back, and you have no virtual environment activated anymore. If you run that Python file, it's gonna give you the error. So now how to do that is very, very easy. Python 3-m venv and give the name myvenv, and your virtual environment is back again. However, your installation errors have not gone away, so you have to install all of those libraries and modules back again. Pip install numpy, pandas, matplotlib, seaborn, and scikit-learn. So once you do that, hit enter, and everything is now installed and about to be ready in your computer, and errors will all of a sudden start disappearing as this installation completes. So this was a hands-on walkthrough on how to install the virtual environment, how to activate the virtual environment, how to install libraries and modules inside virtual environment. And for some reason, if you want to delete the virtual environment and or reset your virtual environment, it's very simple. Just go ahead and delete from right here, and then your virtual environment is gone. It's a reset. You can just delete and then install again based on your need. And if you do this for every single project, it is really going to be helpful for you to manage and organize your libraries, your modules, different versions. You may want to install NumPy of this specific version, Python or Pandas of the specific version required for the project. When you're working on the larger side of the projects, there are different libraries that you need to install of the different project, different versions, which might be not compatible for different project. So it is really important and really helpful to manage your dependencies based on the project using virtual environment. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope you are now much more comfortable using the virtual environment, activating them and installing libraries and modules inside that, and selecting the virtual environment for your Python specific project. So thank you so much for watching this video until the last. If you like this video, please hit that like button, and also if you have not already subscribed to my YouTube channel DataSpeaks, please subscribe, and thank you for watching. Until next time, please enjoy learning.